The legacy of Pope Francis is touching people everywhere, including the family of a young Grand Rapids boy who was blessed by the Pope a decade ago. 13 on your side's Josh Alberta spoke with his father, who says today is a time of mourning and joy.
April 15, 2015.
That's the day local Catholic school principal Ryan Corcoran says his son Xavier got a unique gift, a blessing from the now late Pope Francis.
They went to this audience where the Pope was taking his Pope-mobile around the Vatican Square.
On a trip to celebrate her mother's one-year anniversary of entering the church, Corcoran's wife had taken Xavier with them.
She's holding my son out over the rail, and Pope Francis is driving past, and the Pope knocks on the car, and the driver stops, and he points to my son. The guards who are there come over and take my son and hold him up to Pope Francis. Pope Francis kissed him on the head, rubbed his head.
With Xavier now 10 years old, it stayed with them.
I've always felt this special connection to Pope Francis because of that event, because of that gift that he gave me and he gave my family and gave my son with that blessing.
What do you think Pope Francis's legacy will be now that he has passed on?
I think it's hard to define what his legacy will be, but it was clear that he took that role to prayer and discerned that role and he took that role seriously, and he led the church.
As mourning begins and cardinals prepare to make their decision as to the Pope's successor,
would you say there's any feeling, was there any temptation of uncertainty when there is not currently a leader of the church, of the faith?
No, I think, as Catholics, we believe that, the Holy Spirit is guiding us and leading us. And so there's kind of like an expectant joy.
Joy for the gifts the next Pope could bring and share with the church.
I think what this is an opportunity for is for us to trust in God.
Josh joins us now from the newsroom. And Josh, the students had today off. How do they plan, though, to address the Pope's passing at school?
Yeah, the school Corcoran oversees, the St. Thomas the Apostle Catholic School here in Grand Rapids, comes back tomorrow after being off today for Easter Monday. He says they'll address the Pope's passing by praying for him through a special prayer for those who passed away. They'll pray, he says, for grace as the Pope passes. Juliet?
Josh, thank you.